What if your $4,500 or more property tax bill vanished overnight? Would you celebrate or panic? Probably a little bit of both. Right now in Ohio, lawmakers are proposing massive changes to how property taxes work, and some plans would even eliminate them completely. But guess what? There is a catch. In this video, I'll show you what these proposals really mean for homeowners, buyers, and sellers, especially in counties like Franklin, Delaware, and Union. You're going to want to see this video before your next vote. There's really three major efforts going on in Ohio. House Bill 96 gives homeowners more credit and transparency, but doesn't eliminate taxes, also known as the 70 under 70 freeze bill. I spoke about that in an earlier video. Go check that one out. This bill aims to freeze property taxes to certain Ohio homeowners, specifically those aged 70 and older with qualifying income levels. Here's some of the key provisions. Homeowners aged 70 plus with an income under $70,000 annually would qualify. Homeowners aged 70 plus with an income under $70,000 annually would qualify. There's a frozen tax rate, which means property taxes would be frozen at the amount they paid when first qualifying, preventing future increases. This applies to your primary residence only, not second homes or investment properties. There's a no repayment clause. This is a good thing. It means if the homeowner's income later rises above the $70,000 threshold, they don't have to repay the difference. Here's some of the things on the local impact concerns. School districts and municipalities worry this will reduce growth in local tax revenues, especially in aging communities. Some of the pros: this helps fixed income seniors stay in their homes and simplifies tax forecasting. A couple of the cons: it shifts the tax burden to the younger homeowner and over time reduces school levy effectiveness. House Bill 335 aims to cut something called inside millage. That's a chunk of property taxes that schools and cities collect automatically, also called the Inside Millage Elimination and Sales Tax Shift Bill. This bill proposes to eliminate inside millage property taxes, a portion of your tax bill not subject to voter approval, and replace it with a statewide sales tax increase to fund local government needs. Here's the key provisions of House Bill 335. It eliminates inside millage. It ends the automatic 10 mills of property tax that counties and schools receive without a public vote. It proposes a sales tax increase to offset the loss. Some versions suggest that increasing statewide sales tax by just 1% from 5.75 to 6.75%. The impact on the schools: Ohio public schools stand to lose $2 billion with a B billion dollars annually unless fully replaced by new funding formulas. All right, there's also limited local control. This would shift decision-making away from local districts and toward the state legislature. It modifies how county budget commissions allocate revenue across jurisdictions. Pros for this bill: it reduces reliance on unpredictable property revaluation. Sales tax is a consumption-based and seen as more voluntary. Some of the cons: it hits lower income families harder. Sales taxes are regressive and less stable in recessions, and schools lose guaranteed funding streams. All right, let's talk about the third. This is a constitutional amendment. It's a proposal backed by a citizen group that would eliminate property taxes from homeowners entirely. Here's the overview. This grassroots-led effort aims to eliminate real property taxes in Ohio by amending the state constitution. Here's some of the key provisions. Full elimination: it would ban the collection of property taxes on real property and buildings in Ohio. This amends Article 12. It adds new language to Ohio's constitution that no political subdivision may levy a tax on real property. Petition process is underway, and it requires 440,000 valid signatures across at least 44 counties to get on the ballot. Now, there is no revenue replacement specified. This amendment does not outline how services, schools, police, fire, etc., would be funded. It could take effect as early as 2026 if passed. Here's some of the pros. It's a massive tax release for homeowners, and it could incentivize homeownership and land development. Here's a couple of the cons. It would devastate school, city, and emergency budgets without alternative plans. It shifts power to the state legislators to rebuild the tax code. Sounds good, right? Well, let's look closer. Take Franklin County. Eliminating property taxes there could mean over $500 million in lost revenue. Delaware County, over $200 million at risk. And in Union County, Marysville schools alone would lose $30 million, which is the bulk of their funding. While homeowners like you and I might save $4,500 or more a year, that money has to come from somewhere. If these proposals pass, schools, roads, fire departments, snow removal, and even you could be paying the ultimate price. So let's talk about you as an owner, buyer, or seller. If you own a home, you could save thousands, but expect local levy, service slowdowns, or even expensive new taxes to pop up. If you're buying a home, lower taxes may help you qualify for a bigger house, but will your new school district have funding next year? If you're selling, buyers might be attracted by low taxes or scared away by underfunded services. The bottom line, these changes impact more than your wallet. They affect the long-term value of your home. And here's some of the pros and cons line up. Keeping property taxes stable means funding for schools, public safety, and local roads. But it can feel unfair, especially for retirees or people on fixed income. Eliminating property taxes puts more money in your pocket. That's a great thing. But it could gut local services. And if no replacement plan is ready, some lawmakers say, let's reform it, let's eliminate it. Others say, cut it out entirely. So who's right? That's where you come in. The decisions being made this year could shape Ohio property taxes for decades. A proposal to fully eliminate property taxes may be on the November 2025 ballot. And other laws could pass this fall. Ask your school board, call your state rep, look at your own tax bill and ask, what would happen to my home, my schools, and my neighborhood if property taxes disappeared? I'll drop some resources below, and I'm just getting started. In my next video, I'll be diving into the other side of this issue, why some Ohioans believe property taxes are fundamentally unfair and how reform could give homeowners real relief without cutting essential services. Do me a favor, subscribe, like this video if it helped you, and drop a comment below. Would you vote to eliminate property taxes entirely? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. And remember, selling or buying, better call Brian.